Alright, today on Gaming with Rin, we're trying a new game. It's called The Occupation. It's kind of a detective adventure stealth mystery game. Now what this game claims to offer is you're investigating in real time. So if it's, in 2 hours you have to go interview someone, you have to be there literally in 2 hours. It's not like, oh, we're gonna hang around forever and when you get there the quest will fire. Nope. You gotta stick to real time. So that's the challenge of this game, is managing your time. So apparently there's a few different paths. So let's see what path we end up going down and if we're any good at this investigation thing. If it's intuitive to us or we're just getting lost. We'll see. It's a new thing to try. Okay, so we want English, we want subtitles. We'll leave the brightness where it is. Let's do this. Scarlett Carson and Charles Bowman. 1834. The fights. Would the investigator really know about the fight?
What the hell have you done?
Scarlett, please, sit down.
Sit down! Do you think taking my children's going to stop me?
Stop you from doing what exactly?
Where did you take them?
This is far more important right now.
More important
We
than...
need stability. The country needs stability, and this act provides that. Work with me.
This country needs its freedom. Michael wouldn't have agreed to this. He's the one that started this act, and he did it...
Michael is dead. This country is a far different place than it was 3 years ago, Scarlett. There's rioting in the streets, for God's sake. We need tighter security now more than ever. People on our doorstep want to hurt us. I can't allow that.
That's not your decision to make. The people need to know that their government is lying to them, and you can't threaten me into silence on this.
You can't see this right now, but you don't have another choice here.
Charles?
Open the file.
Alright. A white paper game. Presented by Humble and Sold Out. Created in Unreal Engine.
Knowing what I know now, would I do it all again? Someone gets hurt either way, I suppose. But I did what I thought was right at the time. That's all anyone can do, isn't it?
Oh, I'm supposed to move.
Mullen was terrible at remembering to lock windows. I wonder if he ever realised his role in all of this.
I have a copy of the Silhouette server password in my office in case I forgot it. Take Silhouette desk from Charles Bowman's office and insert it into the server in Alex Dubow's workshop to transfer files. Okay. So I'm a espionage spy lady. Okay, so there's a guy down there. Key card required. On his desk, he said? Okay. Supposed to be faster than this. Oh. It's right here. That's just gonna get me in here.
No floppy disks detected.
Key cards were beginning to restrict everyone's access. Having the correct level of security clearance was important.
Okay. This is gonna be odd controls here.
What, again? Don't worry, maintenance are going to be on it first thing in the morning. If it trips again, just leave it. No need us running up and down the stairs every 10 minutes for a false alarm. Okay, after that. Makes my life easier anyway. That's not me telling you to take a break, Steve. You still have a job to do. Yeah, of course.
I missed that. No.
I'll be in the lobby if you need me.
Okay, he's in the lobby. I guess I have to watch out.
People were still researching union law. Too little, too late.
I gotta go down. I don't know what any of these things do for a light. I don't know what any of these things do. Probably did the wrong one. The left trigger and
The guard patrol was quite loose at the facility, at least before for all of this. They wouldn't be back anytime soon.
okay, so letting us have an easy mode.
The books belonged to the library and weren't allowed to be checked out. I always found it odd that the books we read were so highly monitored.
Too far. You're not picking that back up.
The Silhouette server housed hundreds of files on the Union Act, immigrant families, voting preferences, you name it.
How am I supposed to get down? I have to move forward? $167. Charles Bowman's code door is 5959. And did this. Okay, good. We have to get to Charles' office. 5959. There's a pneumatic tube here. Chance has it. I don't understand how this is supposed to open. Copy. Fuse box fuse stripping. Okay, so you have a couple ways you can get in here. I have the key code.
Please enter PIN.
Bowman was a careful man, even back then.
Code accepted. Access granted.
Okay.
Everything I needed was on that cartridge. The fate of a nation in ones and zeros.
How come I can...
He would have understood. Sometimes I wonder if I'm just telling myself that, but he would have understood.
Not gonna change anything. No. There's a locked drawer I'm trying to figure out. I guess it should be. There's also this. I don't think I have that key card.
You have 2 new messages. Message 1.
Charles, I had a look into the security concern that you were asking me about, and it turns out you might be onto something. So, don't do anything rash. You know, give me a call. Let's talk about this and, yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. Bye. Bye for now.
Message 2.
Charles, it's Michael. My guys down here are getting pretty agitated about this whole Alex thing. Last time we spoke, you said you had it all sorted, and I'm not pointing fingers or anything, but maybe we should have a meeting tomorrow morning, just discuss this, or, yeah, I don't know. Just call me first thing.
End of messages. Message 1.
Charles,
Okay. I just went right past the security camera. In my office. #11 Bay. I have a copy of the password in my office. Whose office? Alex's office? Or Charles's office? Let me move the door. That's the blind. Come on, open the door. My stuff is shit.
Please enter PIN. Code accepted. Access granted.
So, fuse box in the main hall is connected to his office. Fuse box main hall. Let me do this. Fuse box main hall. Normally I wouldn't. Want to go past the gate camera. I went past the camera several times. can't see. You're not really helping us with this one, huh? Okay.
I missed a phone call from Michael that night.
We must have just missed each other's calls. Not to worry. Look, I'm heading across to the Meta Center.
I should have. I wish.
No? This is my office.
You have one new message. Message 1.
Hey, honey. We must have just missed each other's calls. Not to worry. Look, I'm heading across to the Meta Center. Apparently, there's something to do with one of the servers malfunctioning. I'm sure it's nothing too serious. Anyway, I'll try and call again soon. Love you. Bye.
End of messages.
Spuff 7.
The days before all this nonsense began. Simpler times.
Okay. Spuff 7. Oh.
And at that very moment, our lives changed forever.
Steve, I've had a security alert. I've paged you the location.
No.
Seriously.
What are you doing in here? What the hell? Oh, Scarlet. Well, what are you up to? Should you still be in here? I thought everyone was gone for the night. Come on, I think it's time for you to leave.
Wouldn't let me jump up.
I have to say, I'm more than a little disappointed. I'm going to have to report you in the system. I'm sure you understand. Shouldn't you be leaving, Mrs. Carson?
All I got was the disc with Michael's stuff on it. We didn't get the backup. Because I got locked into the computer.
The air smelt thick with something burning that night. The protesters were getting worse, even before what happened. As I walked further from the facility, I almost forgot how bad things were.
Am I supposed to jump? It's not really telling me how to get across there. So if I go here, it's not letting me move. So maybe I'm supposed to go to the other side? This one? No? The controls are not very clear. Says I'm supposed to climb. Let's me climb up here, but what's jump? Let's zoom in. Now I'm dead. I think your game is broken. Did I break it? Yep, go back to main menu. Bug number one, you die by drowning. Or by not letting me, what are the controls here? Lock, sprint, UI up, UI down. Click around, climb, interact, crouch. Okay. Try again, continue from wherever the breakpoint was. $20.32. I spent 20 minutes in there? Wait.
The air smelt thick with something burning that night. The protesters were getting worse, even before what happened. As I walked further from the facility, I almost forgot how bad things were.
Oh, okay, I'm supposed to... Construction work in progress. Locked.
The canal was always so peaceful.
I see no people. Among Us.
I remember someone listening to music on a canal boat. Funny. It wouldn't be safe to be out there now. The walk home usually helped me clear my mind after a day's work. That night was different. I was thinking about Michael, that he'd be sat at home waiting for me, that had so much to talk about. The pre-Union Act was tearing the city apart, and it wouldn't be long before the whole country was rioting. At the time, I didn't feel like I could make a change. I didn't have a voice.
Hey, alright, how you doing? I best get on. Speak to you later.
The only way to stop the act from happening was to do something more radical, something, you know. I often wonder what he would have thought of me. I miss him more than you can ever know. He wasn't supposed to be. I didn't know. If I knew I was going to lose Michael, I'm so sorry, Michael. I just didn't know. That's why we're doing this.
Not a great deal
That's
can
why
be
you're
said in
doing
favour
this.
of the past two governments' policies when referring to the UK's outlook on foreign relations. For a second time, the public opinion poll has shown dissatisfaction and, dare I say it, contempt for the way that the PM has handled the country's...
Oh, someone started a bomb. All I tried to do was copy a disc, man. I didn't do it. Oh, they're blaming her husband? Oh no, they're blaming Alex. But did Alex do it?
I've said this 100 times, I'm sure, but... so sorry for your loss. A toast to the man and the memory. I imagine you'll need to take some personal time. That's fine. Just take what you need. I'll handle everything on my end. I know you and I see differently on a few things, but this is a time for solidarity, not turmoil. Well, perhaps with all that's happened, we could finally work together. Deal with things head on. Nobody could have seen this coming, Scarlet. You mustn't blame yourself.
Six months later.
Harvey Miller, do you ever answer your phone? I've finished editing the introduction to the Bowman Carson piece you sent me. It's good, but I think we can do better. Alex Dubois has claimed that he wasn't at the facility the time that they say he set off the explosion. He also says the phone records from the night prove it. Apparently, Detective Holden has them. Anyway, your first meeting is tomorrow. Find out everything you can. The phone records are a good start, but I have a feeling there's a bigger story here. Anyway, get some sleep and I'll be in touch tomorrow.
Oh. Find Detective Holden's phone records. Okay. Find your briefcase. So we're investigating the murder. Briefcase, briefcase. Briefcase. Okay.
You have one new message. Message 1.
Harvey Miller, do you ever answer your phone? I've finished editing the introduction to the Bowman Carson piece you sent me. It's good, but I think we can do better. Alex Dubois has claimed that he wasn't at the facility the time that they say he set off the explosion. He also says the phone records from the night prove it. Apparently, Detective Holden has them. Anyway, your first meeting is tomorrow. Find out everything you can. The phone records are a good start, but I have a feeling there's a bigger story here. Anyway, get some sleep and I'll be in touch tomorrow.
End of messages.
There's no ID cards. So I have to find an ID card. Or do I just go with check post? 5? Someone sent it to him? That's it? This is gonna screw up my computer. Okay, Monday the 16th, February 1943, user. I see logged in. Harvey Miller? Who is this? Your editor received a letter from Alex Dubois today. He's claiming he had nothing to do with the attack in Turin City. How do you know that? I also know you have some meetings lined up at the Bowman Carson facility. You'll need to use that time to prove Alex wasn't involved. Why are you telling me this? I have reason to believe that the country is being lied to. How much do you know about the Union Act? Everything that's been made public. That should be enough for you to know that this act should never see the light of day. You're the one who could only one who can change that now. How do you expect me to do that? With the Miller report. How do you know all of this? Who are you? Concerned third party. That's supposed to be Carson? What is it you want me to do? Get all the information regarding Alex Dubois and the Union Act. Bring it to me. And we can put an end to this. If I decide... How do I contact you? I'll contact you. Alright. So I'm an investigative reporter? A journalist. We're playing Miller now? Your progress has just been saved. Okay. So the whole chapter is like...
Harvey, your first meeting is with Carla Berman. Get there an hour early so you have time to look around and gather questions for your meeting. Follow any leads you can for the Miller report. Good luck and don't trust anyone.
Talking to me? Huh? You talking to me?
Okay, so I have an hour.
Damn it, Jim. I'm a duck, not a security guard. Well, I don't see anyone else here, so you must be talking to me.
Alright, that's how I get to the watch.
Do you have warts? Does your friend have warts? Does anyone you know have warts? If so, you need nuclear warthead cream. For when the conventional brand just won't do. Oh, Mr. Miller, is it? We weren't expecting you for another 20 minutes. Not a problem at all. Welcome to Bowman Carson. My name's Steve Crow. Apologies for the protesting outside. I hope it wasn't too hard to get through them. If you don't mind, can you place your briefcase down on the conveyor belt there so I can check it for you? Okay, great. We just need to check through it. Sorry about this. Right, this all seems to be in order.
Here's your ID badge. If you could just follow me to the security desk. Did you want to try swiping your key card? It's on the right side of the door. Great. Doesn't that painting just freak you out? Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Ah, Mr. Miller. We didn't expect you so early. Let me just print your agenda. Give me a second. Your first is... speak of the devil. Carla, this is Mr. Miller from the Turing Post. You have a meeting today, I believe.
Yes, of course. A pleasure to meet you, Mr. Miller. Is it that time already?
No. Mr. Miller is just fashionably early.
Good. For a moment I thought I was running behind. I'll be ready in my office for our meeting as scheduled. I have to run, I'm afraid, but we'll speak soon. Thank you, Dan.
Righty-o, Carla. Right, here's your agenda. Great.
Why don't you read that over and put it in your briefcase for safekeeping?
Okay, it's 1600.
I suppose that's everything from me. If you need anything further, you know where I am.
Okay. Okay, we have about an hour.
Fine. What are you up to anyway? You've got a busy day.
Yeah, you could say that. Oh, hey, Dan's been going on about some email about your password or something.
Not this again.
What's going on?
Oh, it's stupid.
Really? I don't know what it's about. Just that it's a security risk or something?
Only if you're flipping psychic. Honestly, it's getting to be a joke.
Why? What's going on?
Basically, my password is written on one of the items on my desk. Nobody would know that though. Everyone would just stop talking about it. I'm not telling you silly. Anyway.
I hope you're all right, Mr. Miller. Hi, Mr. Miller.
Lost property and... Alright, so I'm supposed to find offices on the first floor as missing objects. Looking for phone records. This looks like a gallery. Oh, it's the European thing where floor 1 is not ground. Is that European or is that Asian? Floor 1, room 118. Okay. There's a missing ID card.
Hi, Mr. Miller.
Hello.
Man, I need more comfortable shit for this.
Well, this should be way more difficult than it should be. Press to open. That's not gonna work. Nothing in that note.
You have no new messages. End of messages.
How do I get to the briefcase? Place briefcase. Left button. Okay. He's in front of the door there. Okay, so I can get in here now if I have a floppy disk. So where are the offices? Upstairs? Stock room? Open stock room at 1520. Okay. So I have like 10 minutes to get in there if I want to. Okay, this is a paper. This is Carla's office. So we need a key card to get into Carla's office. There is a vent there. Gonna be cleaned at 15:20.
Don't forget your meeting later on. Carla will be waiting for you. Try and stay out of the staff-only areas in the meantime.
Okay. He's following me around. Okay. Locked access. Okay. So I can't get in there in 10 minutes. Stairwell. There's a bathroom here. Okay, I don't see any grates or anything. I don't know why I'd want empty letters. Out of order. He's still standing there.
Hi, Chance. No, I've got too much going on. Sure. Well, the new ink arrived yesterday, but it was late, so I'll start getting posted today. Good. Yeah, I'm sure he will.
So I'm not supposed to?
Maybe I can come over and check your code at the same time.
What's the day?
I'm so Scottish. Look at me. I'm amazing. Shut it, egghead. Carla. Hey, Carla. Why are you so lazy?
It's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for. I thought it was June or July. I assume I'm supposed to hide.
You're right, Marlon.
You're alright.
What was the time of the explosion? You could have told me that. Great. How long was he going to be cleaning this office? He's theoretically only been at it for a minute.
Yeah. Mr. Miller's not bad.
So you just gonna keep going around the room? Oh. Public phone? I think unless I know exactly where this thing is, I'm not gonna find it. 2318. I didn't find anything. There are too many boxes. found the password to her place, but it's like... Fine, I'm not gonna get anywhere here. That's another way into that office. Well, then we move. I'm stuck. Okay, so we're stuck behind a blind here. We're not gonna be able to open that yet. I'm supposed to use the phone? There's a payphone over here. Where was the payphone? Stock room's open. Payphone is this way. Payphone is this way. Phone records have been moved to the safe in Debbie Locke's office. There's a payphone.
I'm not ready for our meeting yet, Mr. Miller. Can you come back later?
Please insert token.
Call me 2318. Okay.
Please insert token.
Access granted.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Please insert token.
Harvey, I've been going through more of Alex's interview tapes. I found something quite alarming that seems to have been very quickly dismissed. He says his keycard was stolen earlier on the day of the explosion. He said he tried to log it with Carla Berman. I'm not sure how frequently she leaves her office, but if you can somehow gain access, you may be able to find evidence linking her to Alex's keycard.
Mr. Miller. I am Mr. Miller.
You alright, Mr. Miller? Oh, cow. Out of here. Bloody fish.
Why are you downstairs? That's lost property. I'm already turned around. This game's gonna be hard, huh? Security desk is gonna be vacant for 15 minutes. I can't get in there anyway, so what difference does it make?
Hiya, Harvey.
Yes, a meeting room. So...
Harvey?
There's Carla. 213 is where I want to be.
How do I compare the... How do I compare the... What's that, Kitty? There's a boy stuck in the mines? You talking to me? Huh? You talking to me? I don't see anyone else here. But you talking to me?
Hiya.
Staring right at me.
How do I compare the... How do I compare the...
Hey, Mr. Miller.
Hey. Put the fuse on her. A CIT? I gotta switch back on. So I've got this place open. Okay, I have 20 minutes. J. Hughes' office.
You have no new messages.
Okay, so Debbie's these are all their passwords. This tape and staff locker. This is 6, 7. I need Alex's keycard though. So we got into the stock room here. Okay. I have to get up another floor. Closed.
I'm not ready for our meeting yet, Mr. Miller. Can you come back later?
Alright. So I gotta go back to the stock room. Where's the stock room? Okay, so he's in there. Stockroom is over here.
Girl, you're gonna need some ammo.
I gotta turn the IT back on.
Sir, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Mr. Miller, there's a lot of sensitive information.
Sorry. My bad. I'm moving on. Lost property? I don't want to go to lost property. Yeah, 15 minutes. Wow, I don't think I'm very... 1:46. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Steve, I'm just getting a drink of water. Cover me.
Please insert token.
It's not this
Harvey,
one?
I just received an anonymous fax. Do you know where the Turing meeting room is? It seems as though Alex Dubois may have hidden some information in there which proves the Bowman Carson Group are intentionally inflating figures based around the Union Act. If you're able to find the evidence, it may help inform the public about what the truth is here. I'm sure Carla Berman may have a thing or two to say about those figures, since she's the one spreading them in her print media. Anyway, let me know what you find.
Turing room is downstairs.
Don't mind me.
Not allowed in there. Is that a 5 or 6? S Puff 7?
Mr. Miller, I'm pretty sure you don't have access to this room. Come on, Mr. Miller, out. Right, thank you.
Ten minutes. Yes, thank you. What's she doing in there? Alright, well, don't feel like I'm getting any closer to sneaking around.
Mr. Miller, your meeting is in 10 minutes. Don't be late.
Where am I supposed to be meeting her? At her office? Well, they really just distract you, like, every which way, huh? This is not a game for the ADD. Okay, so let's go back to the IT department in 209. Jay Hughes does not have access to that room. Okay, I know I had this code. 1723. Rotate dial, turn handle. You're not letting me rotate the dial. 1, 2, 7, 3. Oh, it takes 2 minutes to open. Oh boy. This sucks.
Mr. Miller, quick reminder. You have a meeting in 5 minutes.
Where's the meeting? In her office, right? I'm not allowed to go in the stockroom. He's standing there guarding it. Well, we got the phone records. I have R. Disler. Who the hell is R. Disler? Ryan's the guy who got fired, right? Or... I got the phone records. I assume I'm supposed to be meeting with Carla. Here.
Hello, Mr. Miller. Please come in and take a seat.
Oh, she moved the
So
thing
I
up
gather you've
herself.
got some questions you'd like to ask me. I'll do my best to answer them. Shall we begin?
Is that what he said? That his keycard was stolen? Well, I don't think there's any way I could confirm or deny that for you, Mr. Miller. I'm not even sure what that would have to do with me. I don't believe it was stolen, so it would be futile for me to try and answer that. We were all responsible for our own key cards and security logins. Actual keys aren't used in this part of the building. It's all very cutting edge, so anything like that would have been solely down to Alex. That just seems like conjecture to me, Mr. Miller. It sounds far too convenient to say that he logged it as stolen on the day that it happened. If that's true, then where did he log it? At what time? Wouldn't security know about that? I'm sorry, but it's all a little too convenient for me.
I don't have proof.
I wish I could do more. I really do, but unless you have a point, then I can't help you with that. I really don't understand that man's mind. He's He's hell-bent on dragging this company's name through the mud. Out of curiosity, what was his evidence? And I suppose I hid that from the police, did I? Well, like you said, there's no evidence at all. Thank you for your honesty, at least. He says he wasn't in the building. Well, I don't know how he'd be able to back up that claim. The police found him not too far away from here, that's true, but it was within walking distance. He could have easily got where he did in time, and there's a whole bunch of other evidence. I'm sorry, I just don't see how he thinks that's going to hold any weight. Like who? No, I don't think so. I think it's quite cut and dry. I can't imagine someone else over in the Meta Centre doing it. They like to sound like they know what they're doing, but most of them are incompetent. I know for a fact that some of them use their room number for their alarm code, for God's sake. Does that sound convincing to you? Alex was the only one who really knew what he was doing, and anyway, it's like I said, there was more evidence, wasn't there? Well, for example, the argument we had the night of the attack. Alex and I were having a heated discussion that night. I know that's somewhat anecdotal, but to me it's as good as gold in terms of evidence. Wouldn't you agree? That must be a mistake, surely. I was sure. Maybe now that I think about it. I mean, that could have been earlier, perhaps. So, he was calling from outside the facility. It's hard to remember that night clearly now, but there it is. I'm sorry you think that. I wish you'd known him the way I did. Then there might be less doubt in your mind. It's easy, isn't it, to confuse things. As we've said, it was some time ago, so it's easy to forget the finer details. Nothing comes to mind. Excuse me, what? I didn't say anything about an alarm code. Oh, I'm sorry, I think I must have misspoken. Everyone in the Meta Centre is very careful with their security. I wouldn't... well, let's not dwell on that. No, it was another office. Can we please move on to a different subject, Mr. Miller? Don't you have something about my work that you'd like to ask at all? Did I? Few things around here probably still use keys. It's outdated if you ask me. You won't find anything in the facility that uses them, though. Our security protocol won't allow them. But I think the older areas still have the old-fashioned key and lock. No? Marlon Thornton, the cleaner, he's the only person who uses them for stock rooms and locker rooms, you know. Oh, that reminds me. If you're over at the Meta Centre later, you should take a look at the old Victorian baths. They're going to be knocked down soon, so you should take a look there before you go. No? They're just quite nice. I tell you what, I'll ask Marlon to open them up for you later on. If he's got time, then they'll be open for you when you go and have your meeting with Chance Crow. Anyway, a vendetta against him? Well, that was blunt, but honestly, I'm not surprised. I wondered if you'd bring this up. It's
It's rather troubling, but Alex and I never seemed to get on. And on the night of the attack, he threatened me. I didn't want to make this publicly personal, but looks like he has anyway. Yes, he left me a voice message. He was very angry about something, and he took it out on me that night. I have no doubts in my mind that that man is guilty of everything they say he did. And I'm frankly amazed that anyone would stand up for him. No offense. That's an understatement. He had a temper on him. It was getting to the point where everyone could see it, and I suppose I was just an easy target for him. I don't think he liked the idea of me being his boss for some reason or another, so... Anyway, the rest is history. I hope that at least some of this is useful for your book. I really do. He thinks I'm lying. That's not really news, Mr. Miller. I think anyone in the country could have told you what Alex thinks about what we do here. He has a twisted view of things. Out of curiosity, what is it he thinks is so bad about the act? Well, this is getting far-fetched. And I suppose I'm the one lying to the country. Don't answer that. I'm sorry, but I have to deal with this kind of accusation day in and day out. I guess it's an occupational necessity. No, and I don't suppose you will. The Union Act is a force for good, Mr. Miller, a force for peace and also ownership of our country. Is it going to please everybody? No, but in all honesty, what could? The protesters out there are chasing an impossible dream, and they're lining up in droves to blame everyone else for its shortcomings. But let me ask you this. You've been here all morning. Do you think we're the bad guys? Exactly. And I can't think of anything that would. Listening to Alex talk must have been convincing, I'm sure, but when you're confronted with the overwhelming evidence here at the facility, well, I'm just glad you get to see things firsthand. Look, when you're dealing with a group, you have to represent them as a whole. There may be some shining examples of success out there, but it would be a lie for us to misrepresent all the ones causing the bigger problems. I shouldn't have asked you. It was unfair. You clearly don't understand the inner workings of what we do here. And that's admirable. I understand you have a job to do. Just make sure it doesn't interfere with ours, and I'm sure you'll do just fine. Okay, Mr. Miller, that's all I've got time for, I'm afraid. Can you please see yourself out?
Hi, I'm home.
The world is changing around us. I agree. I have no idea why you still wearing the same clothes you were wearing in the 70s. I'm not going to change your mind on this tonight.
Molly, you'd better be in bed when I get up there.
Coop, will you talk some sense into your husband, please?
Well, I'm staying out of this one.
Right, on that note, I'll see myself out.
You and Carol still here for Sunday dinner?
Don't forget to pass that phone on to Sarah in the morning, okay?
Wouldn't miss it.
Alright, so I only got one of the things that I could have gotten in the other one.
Well, Mr. Miller, thank you for being so respectful of the rules in our facility. You wouldn't believe the amount of people we have to tell to leave staff-only areas.
I only had to leave
I hope your meeting
twice.
with Miss Berman was productive. Your next meeting is with Chance Crow very soon. Feel free to take a wander around in our gardens. I'll be waiting for you over in the Meta Center when you're ready to begin.
You are here. Meta Center's over there. No climbing, please. Octavia Hill. Greenhouse. Okay, so nothing's in the... That's locked. Crisps. It's always hard when you don't know where you're going. Alexander Graham Bell. This is the Meta Center. Okay, we don't want to go there yet.
Right. I know most people couldn't be here today as it's the weekend, but I just want to thank everybody who was able to make it in. I guess I should start by saying that we will not be intimidated, that we will not stand without a fight. The people who stand against us, they don't want change. In fact, they fear it, and they won't stop until we fear it too. I'd also have to say that...
Oh, not this again.
Yeah, sorry. I have a letter here from Mrs. Foster. Many of you may have known her son, who is...
Am I not out this way?
My son was many things to me, and to those who knew him best. A loving brother, a good friend, and someone to make you laugh when times were at their hardest. I do not know all of you the way my beloved son did, but I like to think that all the things I saw in him, you also saw on a daily basis. Aaron wasn't the only person to be taken in that blast. He is the only one I can talk about with any certainty. And that is to say this. He died knowing that every one of his colleagues will not let his death have been in vain. The family he raised will not give a boy the presence that his that his deeds falsify the hearts of all of us. We would not falter to do justice to his memory, to the memories of all the families affected in this terrible time.
Massacring peoples that were regulating immigration.
But I think
Basically
fondly
just
of you
makes
all,
immigrants look
and
like
I cherish
assholes.
the kindness you've shown our family in our time in need. Kindest regards, Jennifer Foster.
That were the...
Now, if we could all bow our heads, we'll observe a moment of silence.
There are a lot of birds on this side. Oh, that's it? I guess I was supposed to listen to the speech. Oh, a week earlier. The incident site.
That photo was taken the day before it all happened. How fragile a life can be. It can all shatter in an instant. The server room that held all the information. Destroyed. If only it had been that easy.
Is that what destroyed the building? It wasn't a bomb?
To every surface. It was hard to see anything. There were no obvious paths to take me to where Michael had been found. What was Michael even doing in there? He shouldn't have been.
Oh,
He
she's
should have come
she's
home from
exploring
work.
the bomb site because she
Wanting
wants
to
to find
sleep
out what
and
happened.
We should have been eating a curry on the sofa with a glass of wine, for God's sake.
Can I go under it? No. Okay.
Looking back at where I started that night, I should have come back here to prevent it from happening. Oh, it was so close. I asked myself that 100 times. I've been through every scenario. What if things were different? Or what if I'd made different choices? I couldn't understand it at the time. How would it come to this? We're talking about the future. That seems so stupid now, doesn't it? There's no way I could have known. This would hopefully help me find my way a little better.
I can't tell what I'm supposed to target here. Okay, so there's staff lockers, but I don't have a key card right now.
All lives lost. James, he was round for dinner with Amy just 2 days before all this happened. Andrew, so much fun making forts in the basement. And cry out for help as Michael would pretend to be a tiger stalking them in the long grass.
Alright.
Entire floors torn into one another.
It's not the safest thing to be climbing around.
I saw it. Alone. The room they said Michael was found in. Did I cause this?
That's his ID.
No magnetic data found.
torn. They woke up that morning, went to work and never returned. Michael's towel's still sat on the floor where he left it. I can't bear to pick it up. He should be the one doing it. I always told him to clean up after himself, but he never listened. Were blown out. I pushed and clawed my way through. I had to see it. I had to see where
that way.
climbed. A nail it tore my jumper. Can you believe it? My husband was found in the room next door, and for a split second, I actually paused to care about a torn jumper. Trapped. No exit. And they said all the metal was burning hot. He suffered. That's the not knowing, isn't it? That's what really haunts you. The silhouette server. Somehow it had survived the blast. The irony of it wasn't lost on me.
You went back for the disc?
The disc was lodged in the pneumatic system. I thought about Michael. In his last moments, struggling to get to it. He knew that was the key to prevent the overheating. He had no hope of reaching the fuse box.
Okay, so we gotta go back and grab this. The room code is the other one over here, which is 111. Teach me how to use the capsules. Not letting me do it. So it says hold, then it says open, press left. Okay, it wanted me to push in the other direction. Spit for spa. It did show me again on the hand.
Pulling the cartridge out took me back to that night. The deep thud. The loss of power. Loss of hope.
So can I go back for the item locker? No, they took away the pathway here.
Carrying Michael twice was almost too much to bear.
Apparently, security is tight in the meta center, so your second meeting might be a little harder. Try and give yourself another hour to prepare if you have the time. Alex Dubois worked for Chance Crow, so find out what he knows. Don't let me down.
Okay. Uh-huh. An owl? Okay.
Scarlet, I'm not sure if you're ever going to get this. Part of me hopes you won't. Maybe, maybe I'll be rescued. I can hear the drilling, but they've got no idea I'm down here. I've been shouting for hours.
You were drilling?
Scarlet, I'm scared.
Oh, to try and find.
What I wouldn't give to see my baby girl's first tooth drop out. Look, I don't want to end on it. I think Charles Bowman had some role in this. I don't know. I don't even know. Look, I don't want to believe that this could be true, but please, just go and speak to him and find out what you can. I don't know how to say goodbye. Just give the kids my love, and I'll pray I'll be with you soon.
Oh.
I love you.
We'll keep that so we can give it to what's her name? That's the memorial room. Let's back up to the security desk. This is where I came in. Okay, so we found the tape.
Harvey, as you know, we've had lots of people calling up Gale and claiming they have information on who caused the explosion at the Bowman Carson building. We had one just a few minutes ago which seems to hold some weight. A family member of one of the workers killed in the explosion mentioned that they were at a tour this morning where you are right now. Have you seen any evidence of this? If you can find any evidence at all of a cover-up, please keep it with you. Again, it seems very conspiracy theory, but you never know. Chat soon.
There's a buzzkill tour right here. So touring was 9th February 85. 9th February 85.
Access denied.
Alright, so we're gonna have to find these again. I don't think it matters that much. Hold on, an addition tape for Steve Shatner. We'll just take it anyway. So this room is 198. Coffee. Nothing important on the board here. Daniel Hillben. That's locked. Office of Amy Tench, 102. 102.
It's a heavy topic, Steve. How many grints have you actually seen robbing or vandaling in streets? None. That's how many. But you read the news, and you think you couldn't leave the house at night. And you know what? If you don't want the French here, then put down your bloody baguettes. You know what I mean? Quiche. That's another one. All them nice cheeses. Half the words we use every day. All them artists, what you see on
See, the
TV.
problem with the French is they got a lot of flack because they had a French Stuart relative murder they were actively warring and murdering relatives.
I'll catch you later.
We don't know if they were really Islamics or not. History doesn't really tell us much, but you can see that they were people coming from the French mainland murdering people of Celtic and Scottish backgrounds. So folks were worried about that. Okay. 16... When is my meeting? We don't even know when my meeting is. Do I not have a meeting? Okay, so we're in the tour office before we get to the tour. I don't know what the alarm was. Take that. Might need that.
I didn't fire Scarlet. For God's sake, don't bring her into this.
Well, we've already spoken to her. Are you worried about what she may have said?
I have to say, Detective, these are cheap tactics. Like you said, I'm used to being on that side of the table.
Okay, that's fair. But you must admit it looks very suspicious from the outside.
Well, that's the benefit of being on the inside, isn't it? I don't need to speculate because I know my staff.
Just like you knew Mr. Dubois.
Scarlet isn't involved.
And yet she tells me that she knew Mr. Dubois, that she spoke to him 1 week before the attack.
Well, that's nothing out of the ordinary. He worked here.
But she spoke with him about you, about the last conversation you had with him. Apparently, Mr. Carson was supposed to deal with his case, wasn't he?
Look, Michael and I shared workloads. That's nothing out of the ordinary. Work picks up in one department and we share the slack. I can't see why she would have felt the need to mention that.
You're the godparent to her children, aren't you?
Where's this going, Detective?
Yeah, no worries. I'm recording the session as you asked. And what, you just want me to mail it over to you? Okay, great. Hey, it's me! Oh, okay. Sure, sure.
How do I compare the...
Hey, it's me. Listen, Sure, was that not good?
How do I compare the...
Yeah.
I was trying to channel a little Shatner through it. Sure thing. Can I go down the script a little, just for getting out of the loop? Look, do you know how they view you? Just another piece of meat to be abused. Don't go tonight. They want you dead.
Running away is not gonna help. Leave this area now.
Alright, I'm not allowed in there.
Leave this area now. Mr. Miller, there's a lot of sensitive information in here. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt this time, but in the future, please, just stay out.
Alright, so I'm supposed to be where? There's a payphone.
I hope you're alright, Mr. Miller.
That's the women's toilet. A10 office. I was supposed to gather in front of the A10 office, wasn't I?
How do I compare the... How do I compare the... How do I compare these to a summer's day? Huh? You talking to me? Talking to me? Huh? Well, I don't see anyone else here, so you must be talking to me. How do I compare the... How do I compare... Well, I don't see anyone else here, so you must be talking to me. Whatever. Dan, it's been really quiet. I'm gonna see what Mr. Miller's up to.
Okay, so we got an ID. Gets me to the parking garage.
Okay, maybe not. Why are you here?
Right, Mr. Miller. Let's go.
I got caught. I had no idea where I was supposed to go.
Mr. Miller, you're fast becoming a thorn in my side. I cannot stress this enough. Out-of-bounds areas are forbidden to the public. You must not enter these areas. With everything happening in the facility today, I don't have the time to deal with a disruptive journalist.
Hello again.
You're on a
How are you?
final warning, Mr. Miller. If this happens again, you will be removed from the premises.
No floppy disks.
Go to your meetings take your notes, and finish your report. That is it, okay?
Okie dokie.
Your next meeting is in the Meta Center with Chance Crow. He isn't a person you want to get on the wrong side of.
The bright side, this did get me in here. But I can't see his stuff. Okay, well.
Access denied.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. Miller, something fishy happened in one of the out-of-bounds areas earlier on. I know you probably had nothing to do with it, but for your safety, please make sure you stay in your allocated areas only, okay?
Okay. No? I don't know where I'm not allowed to go unless there's a staff only sign. Totally, that's it.
Doors opening.
Well, thank you. You're even gonna throw in a new smoker for free. Yeah. Yeah. Suppose I should. All right. I love you.
Harvey, in one of Alex Dubois' interview tapes, he mentions that every computer in the Meta Center has an encrypted document called Silhouette, which can be used as a key for something. I didn't quite follow what he meant, but I believe that it will be a good starting point to open some leads. Try and get onto a computer and print a document called DSC. Once you have the document printed, fax it across to me. I'll be in touch if I find anything else.
Okay. We need to reset the power on that then. Yeah, I did it.
coffee.
So I gotta do it from the print room. Chance it's in his office already, right? Uh-oh. He's left me in. How am I supposed to get out of here? I have to turn the power back off? Let me put the garbage can back. I guess I go this way to the attic. Or I can go out here. No? I don't know whose key card opens that.
Sir, what are you doing? Come on, let's go.
What? Am I not supposed to be here?
I'm sorry, sir, but I have to take you out of here. I've given you enough chances.
I thought
Come
this
with
was a
me.
public area. Oh boy, I might have to redo this section.
Mr. Miller, I can't comprehend this. Why do you insist on breaking the rules? I've read your work. You're an accomplished
I'm not very
journalist.
clear on which
Your
areas
work on
are
Beirut and
locked and which
Jerusalem
ones are
was
not.
thought-provoking. Now, as you'll notice, we had to remove your briefcase and cassette player. This is just a precautionary step, as we've been informed you may have been looking at some...
Okay. We're gonna go back to the main menu. We're gonna see if we can load. Learning how to play the game is probably half the battle here. New progress has just been saved. Oh no. Your game will save again at the end of the following chapter.
Apparently, security is tight in the meta center, so your second meeting might be a little harder. Try and give yourself another hour to prepare if you have the time. Alex Dubois worked for Chance Crow, so find out what he knows. Don't let me down.
Okay, well, we know there was something down here.
Harvey, as you know, we've had lots of people calling up Gale and claiming they have information on who caused the explosion at the Bowman Carson building. We had one just a few minutes ago which seems to hold some weight. A family member of one of the workers killed in the explosion mentioned that they were at a tour this morning where you are right now. Have you seen any evidence of this?
Yeah, there's a tour over there.
If you can find any evidence at all of a cover-up, please keep it with you. Again, it seems very conspiracy theory, but you never know. Chat soon.
Alright, so the tour I have to go up.
Centre for us workers and blaming it on foreign folk. I lived in a town where it didn't matter where you came from, because you only fit in if you chipped in. There's no bloody benefits in a bloody mine. There's hard work, and that's your lot. If these toffs took 10% less money than they do now, then we'd be able to sort the whole bloody place out. You never hear about immigrant crisis they're all harping on about.
Wow, heavy stuff. I guess I never thought about it that way.
It's a heavy topic, Steve. How many grints have you actually seen robbing or vandaling in streets? None. That's how many. But you read the news, and you think you couldn't leave the house at night. And you know what? If you don't want the French here, then put down your bloody baguettes. You know what I mean? Quiche. That's another one. All them nice cheeses.
Problem with folks is you scapegoat other cultures. Arabs use Eastern Europeans, French use South Americans, and Africans. Okay, so I don't know that we can get through there. We took a hit last time.
Alright, lad. My little...
Yo.
Hi.
So I'm supposed to be where?
Looking sharp, Mr. Miller.
Okay, going here. There's the ladies' toilet. Probably shouldn't be in there. Yeah, I know. I'm not supposed to be in the ladies' toilet. So you went that way.
Doors closing.
This is ground? There is no one on this one?
Doors opening.
So, what does this guy's key open? Because we're supposed to go outside 102. One is not accessible. I can go up to 2.
Closing. Doors opening. Doors closing.
Oh, there's a key card in here.
What are you doing?
You didn't see
Running away
anything.
is not gonna help. How does he keep disappearing?
Is someone in here?
get into a safe, clearly.
Is anyone here?
I'm gonna wait till he's...
Out. Seriously. Hey, Dan, I saw Mr. Miller and out of bounds here, but he vanished. I'll have a look around and see if I can find him.
Actually, I should turn it off. Okay, so I can get in here. Oh shit. Do you follow me up here?
Dan, it's probably nothing, but I'm just gonna check something out. Am I going crazy or is someone in here? Dan, nothing to report. And I did search before you asked.
So,
Do you mind if I smoke?
go ahead. So, let's start at the beginning, shall we? What can you tell me about Alex Dubois?
What would you like to know?
Well, perhaps we should start with how he was able to gain access to a restricted part of your facility and detonate a device killing several people. I know you're used to being on the other side of the table. I get it. The quicker you give me what I need, the quicker...
Look, Mr. Dubois was difficult. You've read the papers, you know the stories. I'm not sure you're going to get anything useful from me.
But you knew him. You spoke with him beforehand.
As an employee, yes.
Indulge me, Mr. Bowman. Pretend I know nothing.
Please, call me Charles.
Well, we have it on record that you spoke with Mr. Dubois 1 week before the incident. However, when we looked, we couldn't find the interview session with him.
Well, it should be there. We log all activities without question. Perhaps you should speak to Sarah Smith in accounts about it.
Well, we did. She told us the same.
Well, there you have it.
You have no idea where it could have gone?
This is as worrying to me as it is to you, I'm sure.
You still haven't answered my question. How did Mr. Dubois get into a restricted area?
The police report said that he probably stole another worker's keycard.
Whose?
I have no idea, I'm afraid. He was a member of our tech department, and he was a very skilled employee, so...
Don't you find that a little convenient?
What's that supposed to mean? What exactly is it that you think I have to do with this detective?
Look, you detained and then extradited an employee's family and then denied him the right to see them. What exactly did you think was going to happen? Perhaps not this, but you had to expect something, surely. Did Mrs. Carson see it coming? Is that why you fired her?
Okay. Room 201. Why is this not opening? Okay, that was weird. Okay, so the passcode is 5801.
No. Safe. Watch out. Might call. I hid the report in the safe. You got me. Yeah. I hid the report. I didn't mean to kill her. I can't live. I can't live with myself. No, don't go over there. That's not safe. Get down.
I gotta check out the safe now.
No. Safe. Watch out. Might call. I hid the report in the safe. You got me. Yeah. I hid the report. I didn't mean to kill her.
You gotta figure out if there's a report in there that he's talking about.
I can't live.
Or if it's just a dream.
I can't live with myself. Don't go over there. That's not safe. Get down. Mr. Miller. What are you doing here? No, I don't want to. No, you listen. I'm not telling you what's in my safe. Forget it.
There's nothing in the safe. Okay. So that's a dead end. Hi, aren't I allowed to be here? Oh, hold on, the phone's ringing right here.
Oh, can't wait to get out of it.
Please insert token. All operators are currently busy. Please try later.
2318? 2318?
Please insert token.
Oh, hold on.
Harvey, in one of Alex Dubois' interview tapes, he mentions that every computer in the Meta Center has an encrypted document called Silhouette, which can be used as a key for something. I didn't quite follow what he meant, but I believe that it will be a good starting point to open some leads. Try and get onto a computer and print a document called DSC. Once you have the document printed, fax it across to me. I'll be in touch if I find anything else.
It wouldn't let me print it.
Hey, JT. You alright, Jimmy? Did I just see something?
Waiting for him to go back to sleep. Wait 10 minutes.
Whatever.
Yeah? I don't have time for this. I gotta get back to work.
You have 2 new messages. Message 1.
Yes, my name is Alistair College. I'm with the United Advertising Board. I've been talking to Miss Carla Berman from your facility, and she's contracted us to make some 14-foot high billboards for public awareness. However, we're having a few problems opening the files she sent us. There seems to be some kind of encryption or security measure that we're not familiar with. So if we could try and arrange some kind of meeting or some kind of contact with yourselves to figure out a way to end this situation.
Patrons, Gracie and I were building a fort under one of the desks in your office, and I didn't clean it up. You might want to take a look at that. Sorry to dump this on you. Bye.
End of messages. Floppy disk detected. Attention. Floppy disk corrupted. Use Data Doctor to amend corrupted disks. Floppy disk detected. Attention. Floppy disk.
Okay, so I got his, master passcode.
Floppy disk detected. Attention. Floppy disk corrupted.
Damn, it's probably nothing, but I'm just gonna check something out.
We're in the stock room. I need this. I don't think I'm gonna be able to find a disc.
Okay, sir, this is off limits. Running away won't help.
Oh, I think it will.
No floppy disk detected. No floppy disk detected.
I don't have time for this. I got things to do.
I'm supposed to be waiting here. At 7:30. I have
Hey
half
man,
an.
I saw you in the restricted area earlier, but you got away before I could speak. You really can't be fooling around, Mr. Miller. You got to keep out of those zones.
I'm right here.
Mr. Miller? I got code to build.
So I need a disc. I have half an hour left.
Doors opening.
What you need?
I'm fine. Just standing around. Huh. I found an interview tape. Marion's dust cart.
What is it this time?
Swimming bath locker rooms.
I got code to fill. I gotta get back to work.
Can't get in there. Where am I even going? Okay, well, he doesn't leave me out this far. Okay, I don't think that's relevant. I have no idea where I'm going right now. I did have a floppy disk. I gotta play the tape.
Amy, I love you. Amy, it's true. And when I'm next to you, I don't feel blue. When we're together, time just stands still. And I want to ask you, so I think I will. Will you go to dinner? Dinner with me?
The truth, does it?
Look, I just want to get to the bottom of all this, simple or complicated. I want to close the book on it and move on.
We do want the same thing. Look, Scarlett thinks I'm a racist. She blames me for most things these days. She's far too detached from the reality of things.
Are you a racist, Mr. Bowman?
I believe in what I'm doing. Quite frankly, I don't care how you perceive that.
So you believe in arresting, how did the Turing Post put it? Grints, for the security of the nation.
I hate that word. And the Turing Post, for that matter.
But you don't hate immigrants?
Of course not. I pity them, I suppose.
Did you pity Mr. Dubois' family?
You're all focused on what you want and not what these folks were doing.
Did she know something was going to happen?
Nobody could have known this would happen.
Did she suspect something was wrong?
Did
She's a
you
cynical person. That's a part of who she is.
escalate him by removing his family? Was he going to do something, or did someone else do something?
Then bloody ask. Everything else is, quite frankly, asinine. Yes, I was close to Scarlett. Yes, I knew her husband. No, we didn't see eye to eye on many things. And she probably blames me every day of her life for things that were out of both of our control. So, if you're going to ask me, then just ask. Ask me if I had something to do with it.
Okay. Give me the tape back. Okay, so we found everything that was in the pool, which was the other tape. So we gotta go back out. What does the cooling stuff get us? You get out through here? Oh no, we can't go out this way because the key card does not unlock that. So we gotta go back the way we came. So we got into the pool. You go into the women's locker room. So far, nothing. Nothing. Just a token.
Hello, Mr. Miller.
Hi there. I totally didn't peek my eye down that hallway.
Listen, Mr. Miller, I know this probably has nothing to do with you, but there was an alarm that went off earlier on, so if you could just make sure to stay in the allocated areas, that would be great. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm standing right here. I'm allowed to be on the stairwell and up the ladder. I want to go up to 2. What time is it? We have 15 minutes. I'm not allowed in there, so I gotta go this way. So if I want to do this, floppy disk is corrupt. Okay, so this one isn't going to help me. There's no other disk here. Damn. Alright, so that one's not going to help me. So do that one. Site itinerary.
Hi.
Floppy disk detected. Attention. Floppy disk corrupted. Use data doctor to amend corrupted disks.
How do we use data doctor? Where did this go? The basement? Okay, so lift access and basement stairs.
Floppy disk detected. Attention. Floppy disk corrupted. Use data doctor to amend corrupted floppy disk detect. Attention. Floppy disk corrupted. Use data
Alright, we're going this way. What's this?
floppy disk detected. Attention. Floppy disk corrupted. Use data doctor to amend corrupted disks.
Send silhouette disk to Chance Crow in room 201. It's in 201.
Floppy disk detected. Floppy disk detected. Attention. Floppy disk corrupted. Use data
That takes me to the pool area. For 13 minutes. That jump is not working so well. It's not gonna let me go up there. Not letting me through there. So I gotta go through here. You gotta let me out. Permanent warning. Dock room. Locker room. Not letting me get in there. Uh-huh. Hmm. I guess I'm supposed to go upstairs and just do the meeting then.
Please enter PIN.
Oh, what's his pin? We only have clock towers 1108. I don't know how to get to a clock tower from here.
Doors closing. Doors opening. Doors closing.
Clock tower. Um, I needed a disc. There's supposed to be one in his office. He's in there, right? Yeah, he's in there. Am I supposed to...
What?
No? It's too early?
No floppy disks detected.
Hello, Mr. Miller. Right on time.
Oh well.
I don't know why you want to talk to me, but I've been told I have to accommodate you. I do hope you have something interesting to ask. This is Miss Allison Whitworth. I'll be translating for you if you have any questions for her. Should we just get on with it? It's a piece of software. We call it Digital Shadow Casting. DSC for short. Silhouette is its working title. Sorry, I know not everybody talks nerd, but Do you understand technology, or you want me to elaborate a little? Sure. It installs a background OS that copies any and all information used on a computer. After a certain amount of data is gathered, or after a certain time, the data is packaged and sent to the Silhouette server in the basement, where we collate and serialize the data however we'd like.
Illegal.
We have an algorithm that can
Usually
highlight
illegal.
pertinent tagged matches. Commerce, economics, political values, home living, etc. We sort it all and then macroanalyze the nation's preferences. It's pretty amazing, really, and we're the first company to make use of the tech. What did you think we did here? I mean, really, it's all written in black and white. The Union Act, Mr. Miller. The country is about to vote it in. Well, yeah, a part of it, sure. You'd have to read the Union Act for yourself. I'm not a lawyer or a politician, Mr. Miller. It's not something I'm happy getting into.
The old school way as it used to be about sponsorship. Could you survive in this country without stealing, acting as a criminal, taking jobs?
It's all legal. The Union Act is a contract. If people want it, they vote for it. Other than that, I just do my job and try to keep my head down.
When you started forcefully replacing local peoples with immigrants, that's when you started making immigrants the problem. When 60,000 Canadians disappeared in 2024, that's when you made it a problem. You're disappearing peoples to make holes for criminal immigrants, and that's the problem.
I don't know what you want me to say. Thanks for understanding. Honestly, I'm surprised that everyone is still harping on about.
Like, you're not here in a positive light, then
You know,
you're a
if they took the
problem.
time to read between the lines of the Union Act,
When you start
then they'd
price
understand
fixing
what's
and
going on.
flipping and
Some
purposefully
elective
market
attention, I think that's what they
increasing
call it, right?
inflation
They
to
hear
attack
what
a
they wanna
community
hear.
who's destitute.
But hey ho, I just keep doing my job.
So you can be wealthy as a foreigner is a problem. Like, it's obvious to most people that you're not here for the community's benefit at that point. They can see they're criminals. They're not even trying to hide it.
About the explosion? Well, pretty much what everyone else knows about it. I don't really know what you want me to say. You must know everything that I do. I was having a smoke in the courtyard. Luckily, I wasn't close enough to the blast, but I saw the whole thing. Probably in her office. Room 105. Anything else, Mr. Miller? Well, nothing. We weren't allowed back into the premises for over a week. Even then, only a handful of us were here to make sure things carried on running. The police were still here, and a detective was snooping around. I couldn't do anything without someone watching over me, or telling me to log what I was doing. Whatever they found, they didn't share it with me. I read it in the paper like everyone else. Some kind of bomb, I guess, on the gas lines. At least that's what the news said. We have a report of the official findings downstairs somewhere. Don't you believe me? Yeah, basically the gas line. She says he wrote some kind of code that overheated the servers, she thinks. He was a talented coder, much as I hate to admit it. He found out that the servers were close to a gas line that came from an external propane store and, well, you know the rest. Well, anything's possible, I guess. He was a better coder than me. I've been looking into it myself since it happened, purely out of curiosity. All he had to do was get it to overheat. It's actually not that hard, so yeah.
Yeah, hackers do that all
I
the
think he could have
time.
done it. I don't know. I'd have to replicate it to know. And obviously that's not something anyone's interested in trying. I think you'd agree.
Usually it just fries your
Well, I'm not here to argue
power
with the official
supply.
findings. If you knew Alex at all, I'm sure you'd feel differently. If you don't have anything else to ask Ellie, should we move on? What's Bowman's role in all of this? Or what's Bowman like as a person? That's what you really want to ask, right? Well, I'm not going to get into details, but he's basically the commander-in-chief. If it wasn't for him, none of this would be happening. All of the software, all of the Union Ag promotion, it all starts here. Charles Bowman created all of it. Well, yeah, sure, but I don't want to talk about that. After, after. Well, he died in the explosion. I'm sure you know all of this. But Bowman was the one who really held it all together. His company's grown exponentially since he took over, and we're all grateful. Well, enough not to want to tarnish his memory, Mr. Miller. Next question. I do. I'm basically second in command now, so I have a lot of responsibilities. The company has a more singular set of goals now, and I'm happy to be a part of that. About the company? Sure. I wouldn't be very good at my job if I didn't, would I? Excuse me, Mr. Miller. What the hell are you talking about? That's an extraordinarily offensive thing to ask. Not to mention out of left field. Nobody here is a racist. Where the hell did you get off asking something like that? Well, that's the first I've heard of it. But if that's what he said, then he spared us from having to hear it. Until now, anyway. I feel you can guess my stance on the matter. Out of interest, who's made that accusation? Couldn't or won't? You know what? I actually do want to find out the answer to that. I'm not comfortable continuing this line of questioning, Mr. Miller. Well, I'm sure he's got a very good reason for keeping it to himself. The company's policies are complex. I wouldn't expect you to get it. you're writing this for your book or report or whatever, right? Well, I want this part of the meeting stricken from the record, please. I'm not sure if that's a question or... Well, people are scared of things they don't understand. That's all. I think the key thing to take from this is that if you want to make the country better, then you can't be frightened to offend a few minorities. That's the best way I can put it. What doesn't offend them? The most common thing I hear is that people are going to be kicked out of the country. Now, I can't help that from happening, so I try to avoid letting it affect my work. But I hear it
If
over
you're kicking
and
out
over,
locals
like
instead of
no one wants to admit that they were
new basically arrivals,
like
it's
this.
pretty offensive.
You leave your window open in your house one summer's day and a whole bunch of flies come in. You try to remove them, but the flies are coming in faster than you can get them out. Do you want to keep trying to catch the flies, Mr. Miller?
Of course you do.
Or do you perhaps want to think about shutting the window?
Yes, you shut the window.
Exactly. And if we let more in than we can manage, then our larger goals won't be as effective.
I agree with that.
I knew you'd understand.
They don't get to just do what they want, because their cultures are the ones creating the problem globally. They're creating too many peoples that they can't handle.
Dan, I'm in the middle of
And then they're
something
trying to dump it on other people's nations.
What I want to talk to you about.
Right.
So you're letting the people who create the problem move the problem around and make it worse and worse and worse. And they're bullying people everywhere, their own nations and everyone else's nations. And it's not right. Am I supposed to just stand here? What happened? What's she doing here? Pay on 1. Bowman Building. Vehicle server. Pay on 1.
Right. It's come to my attention that you may have been collecting sensitive information in that briefcase of yours. I'm gonna need you to hand them over, please. I'm gonna pass them along to Charles Bowman, and when or if you have your meeting, he can decide what he wants to do with them.
Steve, please take Mr. Miller's belongings over to Mr. Bowman's office.
Sorry about this.
Oh, and we'll also need that dossier of yours.
Uh-oh.
Right. Well, Mr. Miller, it seems as though this meeting is over. I'll look forward to hearing what Charles Bowman has to say about what you've been up to. Get him out of my sight.
Right, Mr. Miller. Let's go.
We got busted.
Keep it down, Charles. You wake the children.
I don't see what you're going to achieve by keeping your share. Why not just sign it over to me? We both want the same thing here.
We don't want the same thing, though, do we? You don't mind if hundreds of people lose their home in the process?
Yes.
No, there's no grey here. There's a very clear answer.
I don't believe that.
Charles, voice.
You have to bound what you're
going to
doing.
do? A protest calling for this company's dismantling.
Like, focus on removing criminals and newest arrivals.
Or maybe you always wanted this to fail. You're risking jeopardizing all of Michael's work. You always resented him for working such long hours. If he wasn't trying to get the changes you
If they're
wanted,
taking liberties and shoving themselves in, then they don't really deserve to be here, do they? If they're taking liberties and attacking community members, you don't need them. Like, they're doing kidnap extortion. They're murdering. identity theft, fraud, con games. They're literally stealing from people's houses. They're taking the cars, they're home invading. They're stealing from, you in the community as you're on the street. They're running up to seniors and grabbing chains. Like the community hates them and they want them gone and they're whining. They deserved it for supporting the peoples that are hurting peoples. You were racist and you didn't care that they were hurting other peoples. Anyway, we're going to stop here for today because I'm getting triggered. You're upsetting me with the migrant crimes bullshit. Yes, I know it's a controversial topic. People don't like to deal with it. They're like, you know what, it'll be someone else's problem. Let them call someone else racist. It's not racist to defend yourself from their racism. But people need to understand what the difference is between an aggressive racism and a defensive, xenophobic racism. Because if you're going to call them the same thing, you have to realize they're not the same thing. One is people are defending themselves from dying and entering poverty. The other one is they're looking to gain wealth. They're not in the same position here. The people that are coming here and attacking folks, they're not dying of poverty. They're members of very large communities who have too many peoples. Who are attacking peoples because they're not being responsible. They're not being accountable for their own community races problems. They're trying to dump on other races, and that's not acceptable. Anyway, yeah, I got triggered. Sorry about that. That's it for this episode, and until next time.